and welcome to my channel. It's Jess with Love to Plan with Jess, and today we are going to take a look at my reading journal. So I'm going to do a recap of the books that I read in November, and we're going to set up my December pages. So this is the reading journal that I've been using for 2024. It's just a journal that I put together. I'm going to be doing something similar for 2025, and I am actually not sure when this video is going up and when my reading journal setup video will go up, but they will both happen sometime in December. So if it hasn't posted to my channel yet, there will be a setup video for my reading journal for 2025. But this is the one for 2024. And in here I have these currently pages and monthly pages that I use to track all the books that I read. So on the currently page, I am going to put the number of books that I read and the number of pages I read. And in this center, I print out book covers for the books that I read, and I put them on here. So I'm going to actually take these pages out. We're going to take the November and December pages out of here. And we're going to start with just this currently page. And I'm going to put my book covers in. So we can talk a little bit about the books that I read. So the first one was The Nurse's Lie. And this is a sequel. The first book was The Perfect Nurse. And I don't really want to talk too much about this book just because I don't want to really give much away for The Perfect Nurse or The Nurse's Lie. But this is a sequel. The main character... Actually, we're going to kind of put these on the page just so that I can get an idea of where I want these to go. The main character has a brain injury. She has amnesia, and she has to leave home and relocate to a different state. She has to move to Florida because of something that happened at home, and kind of throughout the book she learns about what she did and sort of starts to recover her memory. It was a pretty good book. I did enjoy it. The next series of books that I read were these three: The Arrangement, The Amendment, and The Atonement. And in this book series, this one was actually really good. I really enjoyed this book series. A couple's marriage has kind of gone stale. They've tried therapy, nothing's worked. And the wife proposes an arrangement where she gets to go out on Tuesdays, and then her husband gets to go out on Thursdays. And they kind of like go out with different people, like date. And they have some ground rules for this arrangement that they have. And then at the end of book one, at the end of the arrangement, there is kind of a really big twist. I didn't see it coming at all. It was really good. And then the story kind of develops from there for the other two books. And it was a good one. I enjoyed the first two books. I liked a lot. I think I gave them like 4.5 stars. The third book, I don't know if reading them all back to back, by the time I got to the third book, if it was just wasn't as like new and different or something. But for me, the third book wasn't quite as good. And again, I don't know if that's just, from reading all three of them pretty close together. And then the last book that I read was The Boyfriend. This is one of the new Frida McFadden books. And this one I really liked a lot too. This one I gave 4.5 stars. And it starts with a woman being on like a terrible date. She's rescued by like a Prince Charming type. And later her friend is murdered. I'm having a really hard time peeling this paper off. Okay, there we go. So later her friend's murdered. The story goes like back and forth in time. And I kind of like books that do that. There was some really good twists to this book, and the ending did surprise me. So those were the books that I read. And we are going to write over here the number of books that I read was 5. And the number of pages I read, I wrote it down on a piece of paper. to my side, it was $13.13. All right, so that is my currently page all done. Now we're going to update the monthly. And in this monthly calendar, I like to put a header box the day that I start reading a book and use washi to show how long it took me to read each book. So I have Mojo Jojo neutral boxes. We're just gonna pull some like different shades of brown. I thought that that would kind of go pretty well in this spread. So just gonna pull 5 different header boxes here. Okay, so I have 4. I'll grab the 5th one. I kind of ran out of like fingers to put them on. So the first one, I actually started this one in October. So we're just gonna put this on November 1st. The second book I started on the 3rd. The next book I started on the 6th. And the next book I started on the 8th. So these 3 books were, that was that series, and I did read them pretty quickly. And then the last book I started reading on the 18th here. So let's take this lighter color. And you can kind of see the first 2, like this book I read in like 3 days, this book I read in 2 days. And the third one in that series, it took me a lot longer to read. It took me like a week and a half to read it. And by the time when I finished this book, I did start, oh wait, did I do that wrong? Oh no, I did it right. So this book, I started on the 18th. I finished it on the 20th, and I started another book, but I didn't finish it by the time November was over, so I'm not going to put it on this calendar. So now we're going to take 3 different colors of washi tape, and I'm kind of regretting this black and white grid that I pulled. Maybe we won't use that. Let's just use these 2 colors. So we are going to put the washi here just on the 1st and the 2nd. And we'll do this green one on the 3rd through the 5th. And since I have this one in hand, I'm just going to do this green one, and then we'll go back and do the orange for that one that goes from the 6th to the 8th. But this one from the 8th through the 17th. And I really like showing my reading this way because it really does give you an idea of how quickly or how slowly I read a book. And sometimes that indicates how good the book was, and sometimes that just indicates how like busy I was or how much free time I had to read. So have that, and then we're gonna just put this orange one here. All right, and now I'm just going to fill in the book titles. These pages are all done. Now let's go ahead and set up my pages for December. So to start, we're going to decorate the currently page, and I'm going to use Posh Christmas from Live Love Posh, and we're going to use these stickers here, and I think I'm going to use these to decorate both like the currently and the monthly pages. Because they're really pretty, and I like these, and I think that they would look really cute in both the currently and the monthly spread. So we are going to let's start by putting just a corner floral here. Now, I don't typically decorate a ton on this Currently page. I like to leave the center of it pretty open because I am going to put the book covers in there when I am done reading all of my books for the month. So I do like to keep that somewhat open, or I guess mostly open, I should say, because I want to be able to have space to put those book covers in. I'm just covering up these lines because these are clear stickers, so those lines are going to show. I'll put this here in the corner. Maybe we can put some presents down here at the bottom. And let's see what else. I like this little like bird perched kind of on a tree branch. We can put that up here. And let's take this floral and put it along the side here. And I didn't cover that up. I guess I should. Let's go ahead and white that out too. And then I'm going to grab 2 boxes because I like to put the number of books that I read in one box and the number of pages that I read for the month in another box. So I will grab a couple of boxes and then maybe we can stick a quote in there too, somewhere on the page. But let's put, oh, we have some like snowflakes. Let's do a snowflake right here. Maybe another snowflake right there. All right, let me grab 2 boxes. So in the back of this book, we have boxes. Let's go ahead with these fun foil boxes. I don't usually use foil in my spreads, but it might be fun to use these red foil boxes. So let's take, and let's do 2 different sizes. I'll take the smaller one and this bigger one. And I'm going to put that one there. And this one here. There's this quote that says, "Peace on earth." Put that up here. All right, and then something over here, and then I think we'll leave the rest of it open so that we can put the book covers there. So let's find one more. I don't know if I want to put more florals. We do have another set of presents. Kind of like these up here. And I love a bow. Let's put a bow right there. And then maybe another bow over here. We have a couple candy canes. Put one there. And then I do want to fill this space in. So let's take another floral, I guess, and just kind of finish off this bottom part. All right, I think that that is cute for the Currently page. So now let's do the Monthly page. And we're gonna just go ahead and use those same stickers. There is a really big floral here at the bottom, and I think, yeah, we're gonna put that down here at the bottom in these open spaces. I'm gonna pull it all the way down to the bottom of the page so that I don't interfere with the dates there, because I am going to want to put like the washi along those dates. So want to be able to leave room for that. So I'm just whiting these lines out. I'm going to also white that bottom line out because we are going to have that clear sticker go. Uh-oh. Oh no. We're going to have that clear sticker go over that line. All right, so put this down here at the bottom. That is pretty. And let's take this little bird, put that in the corner. And then let's take this floral here, like that. And take some more of these snowflakes. These snowflakes are so pretty. They're like rainbow. Let's see. I'm gonna move this one. Let's put this one here. And let's put a couple of snowflakes along the top. So there's this really big like rainbow one. Let's cut it in half. And we can put it here. And we can add in a couple of candy canes. I'm just kind of filling in the space here. We have a rose. And I'm gonna just trim here. The sticker is going over the side. And let's put this over here. We need to fill in some of the space at the top. So we have a poinsettia. Well, maybe let's cut that in half. I don't know what is happening outside, and I don't know if you can hear it, but there are like kids screaming and dogs barking. I don't know what is going on out there. Let's put this here. We have another candy cane. Will it fit? It's the same size as that one. You can put it like that. We have this rose. I think it'll look okay if we put it like that. I don't know, that looks a little weird. I think it'll look better if I put it down this way. So maybe we'll put this here, and then we can put this one up here. All right, I think that it is all set. So let's put these pages back on the discs in my journal. This one I think went over the punch just a little bit, so let's punch that. This is my We Are Memory Keepers punch, and I'm just going to use it to punch that mushroom where I covered up the hole there. And now we have my November and December pages that we can put back in my journal. So we have my November one all filled out, and now we have my December all ready to go for next month. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.